back with another episode.
Summer vibes. Look at us.
Summer vibes.
Oh my gosh, we look like kind of like a lemon and lime. I told you I'd say something stupid.
And I am feeling sour because it's early again.
Sour.
Because it's freaking early again. So
That's okay.
it's not, man. I'm sick of earlies. I don't do earlies.
I do earlies.
Yeah.
I do earlies, yeah.
You do. I don't.
Yeah.
Me and earlies
We're opposites.
will not get along, man.
I'll go to bed at 8 p.m. and Kevin will go to bed at midnight.
If I'm lucky.
I was going to say. I didn't want to say any further because then you'd be like, oh, what? And then I was like, no, I don't really know, do I? But I feel like you play PlayStation quite late.
Yeah. If the session is saucy and we're winning.
Wait, you're talking about PlayStation?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I know. I've just never heard anyone say it like that. I don't play PlayStation. Is the session is saucy? Okay.
But if the session is saucy and we're winning, that can go until about 2-3 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm fortunate. My shifts start usually quite late into the day.
2-3
them man start
in the
early,
morning playing PlayStation.
Yeah, we'll
Vaughn?
be there. Now, Vaughn don't really play too much.
I was going to say, because he can't, with his crazy start time.
His schedules is different.
I was going to say.
But he's been playing recently. He's been playing recently. It's just, yeah.
Because there's a child keeping him up.
He's had some free time, so he's been able to, but yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
Wait, no. She got G-checked by
guys. I got more than G-checked. I've never been, right? We can actually use this footage because it's mine. I got disrespected by an owl.
Hey.
And I've never been so offended. I went to the Friday nights at London Zoo. So it's adults only. Did I tell you this?
I didn't know that.
So it's an adults only night at the zoo, basically. So I'm with my mum. Cute. And basically you just go in there. There's like live music. There's bars. There's like food trucks and stuff. But obviously you can see all the zoo at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a vibe. People are kind of drunk. It's kind of fun. They do like talks and stuff about the animals as well. Okay. Things like that. Anyway, so there's a children's farm section. But obviously there's no kids in, so all the adults are wilding out.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's this owl in the cage just by itself. Small owl, you know. It must have been like this big.
It looked tiny.
And I was like, oh, it's so cute. And the lighting, I was like, yeah, let me get a video of this owl. It's so cute. It's looking at me. Anyway, so when I first started recording, it was looking at me like this. And I was like, all right, if I just keep recording.
It's meme worthy.
I showed Kevin that I'm gonna have to put it in because, oh my God.
It's meme worthy, honestly.
Like, it's like, you know when you can feel somebody looking at you on your like on the train or something and you just that, oh my God, don't. I'm gonna put it in. Insert clip. Because you have to see it.
Nah, it's honestly, I was in tears when I saw that. The way video cuts out as well.
Yeah, because you can feel my fear as the video cuts out. Shook. I've never been looked at by an owl like that. I thought I was an animal person.
So basically, you're
scared of owls.
No, not that. But you're on Kendrick Lamar's side now, huh? You don't mess with owls.
No.
Yeah. OV-ho.
Clearly, if that's the case, I'm out. There's an owl involved. I'm Kendrick Lamar. I'm here. I can't do this anymore.
No, it's there.
We're going to put the video in. You're going to understand. Yeah, because Jesus. Anyway, that's not what I was going to tell you.
Sorry.
That's not what I was going to say. I was going to tell you a funny story of the week.
That was funny. How did they look? Oh, because I said night owl.
Yes, yeah. And they looked at me funny. I was like, oh, yeah, the owl. So I haven't been able to go to the gym this week. Right, I've just had
to work out?
Yeah. But yeah, obviously work's different. And I have a friend that I'm not gonna say who it is, but they fell off a treadmill this week. And I know this person's gonna see this statement, but it's fine because no one knows who it is. But oh my gosh, like, right? So okay,
yes,
the treadmill.
Do tell.
Yeah, so obviously a treadmill has like the emergency things that no one really uses, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
I hear that.
Once you're down, you're down. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so this person's like running, but not fast at all. Like, Obviously, but when you're
Do
standing
I know
up
this
on
person?
it, yeah.
Oh, boy.
When you're standing up on a treadmill, when you're lying down on a treadmill, it's two very different speeds.
Oh, shit.
Right? So obviously standing up is kind of a jog pace.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
your left ankle just
Ooh.
goes, yeah? You're down, right? But at this point, you've held on.
Oh,
You've grabbed.
that's the worst thing to do.
Worst thing to do.
Let it go.
Obviously, yeah. But in panic station, boom, you've held on, right? So you can only imagine what's happening down below, right? You held on, right? I'm going to give you the scenario as if it's you. You held on, right? Your legs,
Oh,
still going, right? At this point, you've fallen so low, you're on your knees, right?
Oh, no, that's
So
burning.
your knees are
That's
going,
burning.
but you're running with your knees, but you're holding on.
What do you mean you're running? What?
Yeah, so you're running with your knees because obviously you've stumbled, but it's moving. So if you just lie still, it's just gonna rub your stomach. So you're like trying to physically get back up, innit? Trying to get back up. So, come on.
Rub it.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep going. So you're holding on. You're running on your knees, basically, right?
yeah.
Because you think you can get up. Obviously, the speed's different once you're lying down. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to get up. Anyway, your brain finally gets to that point where it's like, let go.
Yeah.
Right? Let go. Oh my gosh. Obviously, you do this.
Yeah, you banana off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Douche. Top of the treadmill. But so lucky it wasn't the chin, right? Because that would have been
Knocked
teeth and
out.
everything.
Yeah.
Just clip the head. See, fall off here. Right. You're lying on the floor. You're like, fuck, I gotta get up. Can't lie here for too long, right?
Of course.
Press up, boom, stand up, all good. Common sense. Straight out the window because you're in a state of panic.
Yeah.
What do you try to do?
Get back on.
The moving treadmill.
I knew it. Fell again.
Common sense out the window. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, man. It's a state of panic that you can't ever compare. Like, ever.
No,
State of
is
panic.
this a video? Tell me the CCTV somewhere, man.
Listen, I ain't say nothing. But yeah,
No, the video.
I ain't say
No,
nothing.
I need to see it.
I ain't say nothing. But it's a state of panic that you can't comprehend to happen to you. Right? But then eventually common sense comes back in. You stand on the bit that's not moving. Get on. Whatever. Back to normal. Jog like nothing happened. But obviously, this is like a state of like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's quick.
It's quick.
It's quick common sense. In, out, panic, in, out. Like, common sense is just so hard to grasp onto. But yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Nah, that. And I know this person.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get names after this.
It was so peak. It was probably the highlight of my week. I can't lie. They're going to be very upset that was the highlight of my week.
Hey, man.
But boy, was it funny.
Comedy is comedy, bro.
Comedy is comedy. Sorry. This does not connect with anything we're about to talk about either.
That's a good intro, man.
Yeah, thank you. I've done my part.
That actually brought me to tears, bro. Is there CCTV?
I ain't saying nothing.
There's CCTV, bro. I need to see it.
I ain't saying nothing.
I need to see
Anyway.
it. But today's topic is not about running on a treadmill. It's about running away from your ex.
Oh, good one. Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Well, in the sense of, should you run away or should you stay in contact?
Yeah. The
or
options.
what is acceptable?
Available options.
Yeah. What is acceptable? We saw a video
Yes.
a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Saskia sent it in to us.
Yeah.
It started along the lines of, my girlfriend cannot speak to her ex, but I'm allowed to speak to my ex. This was coming from a guy. As you can see, Saskia's not very proud of that. Spotify listeners, she wasn't very proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
That, even as a guy, that confused me.
Yeah, because you're like,
I said, what?
wait, what?
Why are you...
What? Double standards? Wait, what?
So then we listened...
Again.
We further indulged...
Well, restart that shit. Clearly he didn't say that. Yeah. Start
So
again.
we further indulged in the clip.
Yeah.
He then says something along the lines of, we as guys know what it means. When it's us guys, it's just a friendship. But when it's the girls or the galleys, as he said,
Says a lot.
they might think, I want to hit that. What I didn't... Maybe you could clarify. when they said I want to hit that, is it the girl thinking I want to hit that or the guy thinking I want to hit that?
I feel like it's very contradictory because they're saying as guys they can talk to the girl, but the girl is talking to a guy who you think is okay to talk to the girl.
Yeah.
So it's him that's going to hit that.
There you go.
So it doesn't make any sense. Like, none of it made sense.
And that is the conclusion I came up with as well.
It doesn't make any sense. You're talking about two sides.
Bro.
You're the side. You're the side. Like, what?
So I imagined him having this conversation with his missus and him saying, no, but she's my friend. I know your ex, he's going to want to hit that. I know how guys are. And then if I was the girlfriend, which I'm not, I would then stare back and be like, so you want to hit on your girlfriend, your ex then?
Because you've just said.
Nah, man, that's my friend. But you just said that.
But can we just say men are the people that turn around and end up being with their friend?
I don't know about that. I can't speak.
It's always the friend.
I guess so. I guess so. You know what? No, women too.
Oh yeah.
On personal experience, women too.
Women too. Can't take that away from women. Yeah.
Treacherous.
But like to say that statement.
Yeah. I was mind boggled. Maybe we might insert a quick little mashup of the clip.
Yeah,
not the full clip.
I'm confused.
But so you guys can understand what we're saying, we'll kind of cut it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very confusing. And the topic was that we came up with is, should you really stay friends with your ex?
Yeah. Stay friends with your ex or have, I guess, anything to do with them in any kind of situation.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Because sometimes it's like, you don't have to be talking to them. But like, some people don't like it if you see them. Like if you run into them and you say hi.
That's fine.
Yeah, but some people wouldn't be fine with that.
I don't know. I think it all depends as well. If you came to me and you're saying, your ex was really abusive to you and all this sort of stuff, I don't really want you talking to him or her or whatever it was your preference. I would prefer you to not communicate, even if it is just a pass by on the street of hi. I would rather, if you could, just avoid any sort of things. But if it was a fine breakup, you just broke up like normal, or
does she say in that video, the girl who's in that video, that I don't know if it was her or if I saw it somewhere else, that it comes down to trust? Or was that a different video?
I don't know if she's mentioned trust.
Yeah, so I think I saw something similar, and there was a girl talking about like how basically it just all comes down to trust in the first place.
Right.
Like if you trust your partner enough, them having a conversation with their ex, what's that gonna do?
Oh yeah, true. It's true.
What's that really gonna do?
But no one really trusts 100% anyway.
I don't think they do.
No.
Because everyone has that inner thought.
Yeah.
Like,
you can be very secure in yourself with that.
I feel like there's always something. Obviously, I don't know how it works in a man's brain, but I feel like as women, there's always something that you're like, it's just, it like could even be like something you're not even trying to bring to the forefront of your brain, but you know it's there. You probably won't admit it to people. Yeah. But you know something is there. Like, you could trust somebody like with your life, but still have like a little.
They could.
Yeah, because
do something. Blah, blah, blah.
Everybody's been let down by somebody.
By people they trusted.
By people they trusted. Yeah. At least once you've been let down. So like the idea, if you've never been let down, lucky you.
Bro, I envy you.
Yeah, same.
I'm extremely jealous.
If you've never been let down, good. Like, I don't know what else to say to you, but good.
Don't get let down now.
Yeah.
Because that's going to hit you like a train.
Damn. Yeah, like, I couldn't imagine. It's weird, though, because, like, do you remember when we was having the conversation about, like, would you take away all sadness?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. It's like I would never take away all the times I've been let down because now it's easy. Yeah. Because you know it's going to keep happening in some way, shape, or form. Someone's going to let you down somewhere for the rest of your life.
What do you think of that expression? You should always expect the worst. or prepare for the worst?
Prepare for the worst.
I always thought it was kind of. I remember. I can't remember which friend it was, but like I was dating a girl, and then it was a bit up and down. It was confusing.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh yeah, you should just always prepare for the worst because if it goes right, then hey, even better.
Yeah.
But if it goes wrong, you're not upset. But then it feels like I'm sabotaging myself.
Yeah.
If I'm
It kind of feels negative and kind of self-sabotage.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's just a protective state. I think it's a protective state for people that have been really hurt.
Yeah.
So for people that feel that way, I think it makes sense. Because you know what that feels like to go down that far.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk it again, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's helpful in that sense. But also it's hard to think like that in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you've already given yourself the bad thoughts.
And that's what I was trying to not do because it felt like I was making it worse.
Yeah.
In the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I understood where he was coming from.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to prepare for the worst because I don't want that to happen anyway. But also, I'd rather just deal with that if it happens.
Yeah.
Because then, like, I feel like if I deal with it when it happens, I feel like I can process it and just learn from whatever that was. Whereas if I've preempted it, I've probably preempted how it's going to happen, how I'm going to change from it, how I'm going to fix it. Whereas that might not be the case when it happens.
Right. Which then, if it goes even further away from your plan, it's even more of like, oh.
Yeah. And it could happen in a completely different way that you planned for.
Yeah. And it can hurt
and
you
it could
even
more. Could be even worse. So it's kind of like you gotta live on the edge. You gotta really be on the edge.
Live life at risk, boy.
Yeah, it's hard, but sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Because also it's like them people that are like, oh, this is my plan A. I'm not having a plan B.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people in the world be like, no. Or like when you're growing up, your parents are like, you have to have a plan B. Why? I'm just gonna do plan A.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Like professional athletes,
plan A,
or actors, whatever. They got to where they got to because they say they only
this is plan A.
did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of similar because you're like, well, I know what I'm doing. This is it. If the circumstances change, then I'll change with them at that time.
Right.
It's like being an athlete and like you're like you're getting so far and then you bust your leg.
Yeah.
Everyone can preempt being injured as an athlete, but you could have been preempted injured breaking your back, but then you broke your leg.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Yeah.
So like I feel like preempting it just doesn't make it easier.
Agreed. I do agree. I do agree. So for you people that always prepare for the worst, hey, just chill, fall back a little bit, man. Move around.
The worst might happen 2.0, so. Whoops.
Now you really hurt, boy.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Exes.
Yeah.
Shoot.
He said, right.
Was it the trust? Is that what we said?
Yeah, the trust. What was his explanation? Do you remember the guy's explanation for the reason he...
I just remember saying something along the lines of, I want to hit that.
Yeah.
That's literally what I remember. And it's just, to me, it doesn't make sense. Because if he's saying it from a guy's perspective, knowing guys, you're the guy.
This is also, I think, connected to the topic of having like, good. That was the time from the past. The connection to the topic of having male and female friendships.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to some people.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because, recently, Stormzy and Maya Jama.
What about them?
They're not together anymore.
Oh, is it?
You missed that? I didn't.
I did.
So basically...
So she's on the market.
So basically, obviously I don't know all about them or know anything. I just know what I see roughly. Like, I don't look into any famous relationship. I couldn't tell you who's with who or whatever. But that's literally the only one I know I've seen things about. And obviously they were together, they broke up, they got back together, whatever. But they posted like a statement on their stories. Like they both posted the same statement, which they never do.
Yeah.
And they wrote it as if they were like, we don't do this, but I feel like it's necessary because people make their own stories and whatever.
Yeah. People are really invested in them, especially.
And they literally basically just wrote that they've decided that the love they have for each other is friendship worthy. Like they're not together. Like they've broken up because they've decided they've been apart, they've been together, and they've worked their separate ways. They've worked their businesses their separate ways. They've both done their career like individually and together, and they've just decided that's where they're going with it. And like, it's so nice because I think people won't believe that you can have male and female friendships that used to date until they see people like in the public eye doing it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's
acceptable.
there's so many stories of like, oh, this person broke up with this person, they unfollowed each other on Instagram, they did this, they did that. Like it's constantly like that. But you never really see two people that used to be together like in a mutual friendship or grounds. Like it's not really as popular on social media to see that. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, finally. Like I'm friends with like, not I wouldn't say friends that we meet up, but like I speak to an ex.
Yeah.
Don't mean nothing. Like doesn't mean anything.
Nah, I hear it.
Because
I hear it.
But some people would be like, why? What do you mean why? They're just a person.
Yeah,
Same way you talk to a person.
It goes back to what I was saying of like, it all depends on how it ended.
Yeah.
If it wasn't toxic, then
yeah.
there's no reason to really cut them off like that.
Yeah.
Unless obviously you lot just drift away, which is natural because I mean they're not gonna really see each other as much anyway.
Yeah.
But if it was something really toxic, by all means.
But it's so funny because he doesn't even mention that in the video. Like he doesn't mention anything about the relationship.
Right. Yeah,
He's just like, no.
Yeah.
Straight up, no, you can't talk to your ex.
But I get it, but it's the contradiction of
you still have to. He can.
Yeah, and that's like I understand if you say both of us can't do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
We either all are or we all aren't.
Yeah, that's
we're not doing one of each.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird. I don't understand this red pill logic on a lot of these man-woman subjects because it's not. That's not being human.
Yeah.
They have all these expectations of a man and a woman should be this and that and this and that, but that's not being human.
Yeah.
That's not how humans function.
Yeah.
We all
especially
have
in this
emotions.
society, it doesn't work like that now.
No.
Yeah.
We all have emotions. We all have things going on in our lives. You expect the woman to be solely yours. Yeah. And that's it in terms of like
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about dating wise, because obviously if you're together, that's your woman, that's your man.
But she can't have friends.
She can't have friends. Some women can't even be employed. Like they don't want their woman to have a job.
Yeah.
What?
I literally had that conversation with somebody and they were like, oh yeah, once my woman has children, she doesn't need to she don't need to go to work.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
The shutdown. Yes.
We will see how that works for you financially as well.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna
You're just creating more stress for yourself though.
And bro, you're gonna be like, no, but I'm the man.
Yeah.
I'm the man. All right, cool.
Yeah,
then you're gonna get to 40, 50 years old.
Still
and
be
you're
the
gonna,
man.
Right.
With crutches.
Do you know how many like older people I've met within the what do I call it? The tradesman business, the DIY world.
Yeah.
Because I've worked in the trade world.
Yeah.
A lot of them are always self-employed from the start because there's not many companies that do it, innit? And then they get to usually the 50-ish kind of ages. And they look a bit rough, but they still look young because, you know, they're keeping active. But they always say that they wish they spent a little less time building other people's homes or wherever it is and spending more time with the family. And it goes with that nonsense of, oh, when she has kids, she's not going to work.
Yeah.
That was the same thing for them. Yeah, they made a lot of money, but they spent 40 years of their life doing
Yeah,
it.
what does that build you?
And
Spent 4 years building everyone else's home and didn't build your own.
Ooh.
He's back with the clicking.
But that's worthy
That's
of the
worthy
clip.
of the clip. Damn. Yeah.
But yeah, you've spent 40, 30 years doing it. Your children are now in their 20s usually, or they're adults now. They're not really going to spend as much time
Yeah.
with you.
And it's funny as well because the people that like are on that train of thought and they believe those things, it's like, okay, but let's look back. For example, we even have shows like it. Bridgerton, for example. All these shows, you look back, what are the kids actually gaining from the man not being there? Because everyone wants to complain now that, like, I've seen so many things about men growing up in a certain way now because their dads are not around. But isn't that what you believed? So, do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. I feel like the things that are coming out of some men's mouth is so contradictory. You're literally saying, oh yeah, like the kids are coming up and not learning anything from their dads. Well, yeah, because you've decided the mum should stay home and that you should be at work all the time. What were they supposed to learn from you?
You have to be around for them to learn. And
So
and being around doesn't mean you've done your 9 to 5 or whatever, and then you come home and you spend an hour with them.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
No, it's a continuous throughout the week, throughout the year, throughout the month, whatever. You
have to be a present.
Yeah, it doesn't. Obviously, you still work if you're capable of working from home. Good. If you're, I don't know, you've got millions and billions and you don't need to. Cool, but you still have to find time to teach them.
Yeah.
I
just can't. The contradictory statements. It makes my face drop.
But even even with like stuff I see on Twitter of women going, oh, he has to buy me like a Birkin bag, or he doesn't love me. Oh, shut up.
It's like, it doesn't, the statements that are being made just don't correlate.
No.
What does the bag correlate with love?
Bro.
How did they connect?
Unless
Unless your love language is receiving gifts. I get it. If it's not,
even then, I don't think
you can't solely relate it on that.
No.
Yeah.
You're saying because he bought you a 10K bag or whatever, however much a Birkin is, because I know they're crazy prices. They're like $500,000 and all of that. But
oh, wait. Also, if he is buying you that bag, he probably has enough to buy all the other girls the bag too.
And that's another thing, because a lot of those
the exes,
they
all had one.
They all get strung along and they stay clinging onto that bag. So, but they like, a lot of those women think a man buying them all of those things means they're loyal to them only. But usually, when a man has that much financial freedom to spend 20 racks on a bag for a woman he's known for a week, he's usually entertaining a plethora of different women. I mean, fair enough. You have the capability to do it. Just don't, as the woman, delude yourself into thinking you're the only one. Especially when that's your identification of what a man's love is to you. Don't correlate them, because that's when this shit goes wrong. It goes very wrong.
Go for the man that can't afford the bag.
Then you'll see a real person.
When the bag turns up.
Right. Because if, we're not saying obviously go date someone who's really broke. That's not what we're saying.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can if you want. If you get along, by all means.
Yeah, do you?
But, don't think that their amount of zeros that they have in their account quantifies how many love hearts they're going to have for you. Because
this is why he don't want her running back to the ex. The ex has all the zeros.
Imagine. Man's got a Ferrari. He's got all of this. Yeah, bro.
Don't be running back to your ex.
No, don't do that.
You're here in the Brooksville now. You better stay here.
But I see, if I was to date one of them girls, yeah, I'll tell them straight up. Listen, don't expect that from me. He bought you a Birkin. I'll buy you Burger King.
One? You gotta go back.
Go back to the Birkin. Because I ain't buying you no Birkin.
He said, I'm buying you Burger King.
Yeah, ain't no Birkin over here.
Burger and that, yeah.
I'm telling you, like, I will tell you straight up, don't expect that stuff from that. But even, like, if they weren't a rich person, I'll tell a lot of women, I'm not your ex. I'm me. Don't expect me to do things your ex did. I know we're slightly going off topic, but it's still topic.
Yeah. Do you... Obviously, I have like people that are my exes that I speak to.
Yeah.
Not like on a best friend level. I don't know if you do. Not like
no. I mean, I've only ever 2 relationships, as I've said.
Yeah.
First, I haven't spoken to her in years.
Yeah.
The girls I've dated, maybe only one of them I might still see around sometimes, and it's just like a.
It's funny because I feel like the guys that say that women can't talk to their exes have only ever met one type of woman. Because really and truly, like if you understand people in general, you know everyone's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you could have one ex that you know for a fact can't talk to their ex. But then you have another one that you're like, oh, they can talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like it's so hard to know that if you've only ever dated one type of woman.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like, obviously not in a judgmental way, but if you are that kind of guy that's only spoken to a certain type of girl, that's like the girl on Instagram, the girl that wants to show her life, the girl that wants to be the it girl.
Yeah.
Of course she can't talk to her ex.
Yeah.
That's all you know.
Yeah.
She's been talking to her exes while she was talking to you. Of course she's not going to talk to her ex. But if you've met girls that are not like that, in any other circumstance,
you'd have a different mentality about it. Yeah.
And if you have female friends as well,
it helps. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, those guys seem like they don't have female friends. The way they spoke. Maybe you do. I don't know you guys. So
on first impressions, I don't know. Based on first impressions, I don't know if you have female friends. I actually saw a video the other day about a guy talking about having female friends, and he was really confused why men don't have female friends, because why would you not?
I think you sent this.
Yeah. If you're trying to date women, why would you not have female friends?
It's free game. I think that's what he said, right?
Yeah. It don't make any sense.
You learn free game of them.
Like,
which is
they give you tips and tricks on everything.
Yes.
So clearly they don't have female friends because they wouldn't have just said that to a woman.
No.
That made no sense. God. Oh, it's too hard. It's too confusing to understand.
We need to do an episode one day of contradictions. I'm just going to list out bare tweets that I've seen. I'm going to save them all.
Contradictions.
And we'll just like read them out. I'll read one out or you'll read one out.
It's just going to be a whole episode of facial expressions.
But it'll be interesting, to see if we agree or not.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Jasmine, write that down. Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, I feel like the topic of exes for a lot of people is always comes back to their own insecurities.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the other person.
Move to this.
Really and truly, it's got nothing to do with the other person.
Yeah. And that clip especially was very evident of I know how guys think, that they're going to think I want to hit that. Because that's how you're thinking. And that's fine. If you want to still fornicate with your ex, cool. But it's not a case.
Just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
You're exposing yourself, bruh. You expose yourself.
It was the girl's reaction that made me laugh.
How did she go? She said, what?
She said, huh?
Excuse me?
Like, do you hear yourself?
She was perplexed.
Say that again.
She's taken aback.
Like, you're going to have to say this one more time for me to really understand what you've just said.
And I fully agree.
I was mind blown.
Same.
I just can't. I could say I was confused so many times, but it doesn't fix how confused I am about the statement.
Yeah. When you sent it, I was at work. And like, I only listened to that first part of the clip first because I didn't have the time to listen. And I immediately went, what the
Yeah.
What the And then I listened to a little bit more. I listened to the whole thing whilst I was on lunch. And it came back out and I was talking to my colleague. And he's like, nah, I get it, but it means it has to be the same way for both.
Yeah.
And I was like, exactly, bro. And it's like, it's that. It can't just be one way for you and then another way for the other.
Yeah, because...
no, and I'm not just talking about the man thinks one way, the woman.
Yeah,
like, the woman, this could be vice versa. But yeah, my colleague was saying the same thing without me even saying it. It's like, nah, if I'm not talking to my ex, then you don't talk to your exes. Yeah. If I'm talking to my exes, then like, how can I say you not?
Yeah.
It's like,
it's the same with anything. How can you say that? But then it goes back to this idea of the control. Like, you don't want her to talk to her exes.
Yeah.
Because you've decided that. Why do you need to control that? Really and truly, like, does it even matter if she is? If you're with her and you trust her.
Yeah. Well, just move on then, man.
Yeah. Find somebody else.
Exactly. If it's that big of a deal for you, which I understand if it is,
some people it's so far for them that the other person has to compromise. Because obviously you don't know what's happened to them in their past. With exes being a topic.
Yeah.
Because some people don't even, like, when you get into a relationship with somebody, do you want to know about their exes?
I don't ask many questions. Like,
said I don't really care.
No. About the ex. No, I don't ask too many. I'll ask a few just to gauge of how the relationship was. And also, because you see, I was saying, like, I'm not your ex. Yeah. So don't expect me to. I want to gauge that as well. So they don't expect me to be doing the same thing Mr. X was doing over there. Nah, like I said, I'm my own person. That's mainly why I asked the questions. But I don't think I'd indulge too much because I don't want them. I want it to be a fresh, clean slate.
That's what I mean. Because like I feel like it's the same for a lot of guys. Like they don't really ask too many questions. They kind of a thing where kind of don't want to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So the fact that you would know she was talking to her ex anyway is because she probably told you.
Yeah. She trusts you enough to... Yeah, that's a good point.
So you really think she gonna do something? She just told you. I mean, some of them might.
Yeah, some
people
we're not
might.
saying people don't.
Yeah, some people might, but you probably found out because she told you anyway.
Yeah.
So, what's the deal? Like, I feel like I would rather tell people about my exes just because of one, the circumstances obviously were different and they create you into somebody. Yeah. Like, whoever you are now is because there's been connections or something's happened. So it's like, I would tell those stories. Doesn't mean I'm going to say who it is, what they look like, who this person, the scenario is something I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Or like, the reason we're not together anymore is probably something I would say. But like, if it's somebody that I still see, I would probably say it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they're going to be there.
No, I hear that. That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm not going to then surprise you all of a sudden and just turn up to some place. It's a room full of my exes. Good luck to you.
That would be nuts. I'd have to break up with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
But that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wild and aggressive. That's crazy. Like, and this is why, like, I feel like I know for myself, I'd rather find out about things from you directly than
through the
find out,
grapevine.
through the grapevine or from somewhere else. Like, and I feel like sometimes that's why it's so important to have conversations about exes, because if something has happened in the past, that's not my business. But as long as I know about it, fine.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, some girl's hitting me up saying, "Oh, this is da 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 da."
The Kieran story again.
I'm like, "Oh, okay. I already, I know." But like, I don't want to find out that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a terrible way to.
So I feel like it's more like, I trust you enough to tell you these stories. This is the scenarios, blah blah blah. But like, guys don't ask too much questions. A girl's gonna go out of their way to tell them. I think that's the mindset.
Yeah.
Unless it's a different kind of girl, then boy, they ain't trying to tell nothing. You know what I mean? That's not my business. So
It's none of my business.
none of my
It's
business.
none of my business.
Yeah, I don't. I have male friends and I have exes I talk to, so I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to see what it's like if I know there are girls that don't have male friends, so therefore them talking to their exes is a little weird.
Right. Yeah. Because you don't have.
If you don't have any male friends,
but you have your exes.
then that I can understand.
Yeah. That's a strange one still.
That's a strange one.
Your exes are people that you've slept with.
That's it. That's your only connection.
Yeah.
And you don't have male friends, so I can't see that you understand what
say?
a male and female friendship is. I don't know. I didn't.
Let's say your exes are people you slept with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your friends are people you slept with.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the first statement was true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Your only male friends are people you slept with. Then it's crazy. But if you have, as a guy, if you have female friends, then I see that you understand what it's like to have a female friend. If you don't,
Yeah.
that's that.
That is. And on that note, that's a good way to end that one. Let us know if you still talk to your exes. Are they that good of people to really still hang around with? They probably are. Don't listen to those people. Live your own lives and communicate with your partners. That's the most key thing.
Now it's the thumbs up.
Like, share, and subscribe because we appreciate it. And I want to quit my job.
I don't, because I like my job. I will keep that job.
But yes, Saskia?
I'm going to start this way, actually. Love us and leave us.